The Rhythm Zero was a 6-hour-long performance art experiment performed by Marina Abramovic. The work involved Marina standing still while the audience was invited to do as they pleased, using 72 objects that she laid down on the table. This included a rose, a feather, perfume, honey, bread, scissors, grapes, nails, scalpel, metal bar, a gun, and a bullet. It included a lot more items. People started normally, they started spraying perfume on her, they started, just touching her with the rose and with the petals and just being gentle. But then, as the hours passed by, they noticed that she was stale. She was accepting everything that they were doing to her, and they started becoming even more aggressive. So they started taking her clothes off, cutting her clothes with some razors, then cutting into her skin. When the clothes was off, they started cutting into her skin. There was an incident where this person cut into her neck to suck her blood, and she was just standing there, still. Because that was part of the experiment, right? Everybody started going a little bit more crazy as time passed by. There was a point where a person grabbed the gun and put the bullet in the gun and pointed it to her head. At that exact moment, a fight broke out and people just started, getting him away from the gun, away from her and away from the gun. The men were the ones that were doing everything brutal. It was the men that were doing all the bad things. And Marina says that the women were not doing anything, but they were still telling the men what to do. As soon as the men felt comfortable, they just started doing all the bad things that they could have ever imagined. She was assaulted. She was touched. She was assaulted various times. She would have accepted death if that was the case, because she was just there being very committed to the experiment. And the men, knowing there'd be no consequences, knowing there would be nobody stopping them, they just went crazy. Rhythm Zero highlighted the darker side of human behavior. When given unchecked power and zero consequences, can lead to man really revealing their true side, illustrating how vulnerability and trust can reveal complex, sometimes unsettling truths about human nature. After the experiment was done, she started walking, looking at all those people in the eye. What happened here, people could not face her. People avoided confrontation. A lot of them ran away. They could not face the consequences of their actions. They avoided her. The thing here is, people are evil. This experiment is one of the most talked about in the history of performance art. And we can see how, actually us as humans, if there is no restrictions, we would just turn bad. Please let me know what you think of this situation in the comments. We know how, if given permission or given someone just to allow them to do whatever they want, people are going to go crazy. People are going to turn to their bad side. It's always going to be like that. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.